Kevin Samuels warning: winter is coming. I believe winter is here. And what we want to talk about is what he meant. What he meant concerning modern relationships. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. You know, you would wonder, what would he be talking about right now with the EBT snap crisis, how relationships is at an all-time low? What would he be talking about? You know, I was a critic of Kevin Samuels. I was one of his main critics. There's certain things that he talked about that was very true. I just didn't agree with the whole high value man thing because I felt that that contributed to the dysfunction of modern relationships. And I really didn't see him bring about change within the dating game. It's sort of like, it was like a minstrel show where he danced around the issues to keep them going, if that makes sense. But people were not establishing relationships. Nobody was really changing for the better. Today, if you want to get into the dating game, you have to make at least $1 million in order to date women now. If you're pursuing a woman on Instagram, you are wasting your time. Blue check marks don't work anymore. You now have to be a millionaire. You have to afford to pay her rent, get her nails done, all this goofy stuff now. So trying to date is a waste of time. Everything is screwed. Relationships is for the birds. That's just the way it is. But I really would like to know what Kevin Samuels would have to say today. I think today, right now, I think Kevin Samuels would be extremely popular right now. Even though I'm one of his critics, I believe that right now, if his show was still popping the way it was, because right now somebody's hustling his platform right now. He's not here, but somebody's running his YouTube channel, and all they do is keep uploading old videos trying to make money. It's just sickening. The man is dead. Like, let him rest in peace. And you got people literally pimping his platform, and they told us that it was his daughter that was running his platform. No, that's a lie. Another YouTuber is running his platform getting paid, right? As I told you many times, guys, the people that was close to Kevin Samuels, they took him out. Mark my words, guys. They took him out, right? And I believe that when he was murdered, it was supposed to be a robbery. It was supposed to be something where they were able to take the money and leave. Somehow the robbery went wrong and he ended up dying. That, to me, wasn't the plan, meaning they weren't trying to kill him. They wanted to rob him. Because here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing that you have to understand. Now watch this. If a content creator dies, the content creator is the one who know his own passwords to all his social medias. So explain this to me. How is it that somebody is running Kevin Samuels' platforms? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. and they have access to all his login information. Those are the people who killed him. See, here on YouTube, if you pass away unexpectedly, YouTube is not giving nobody your login information. That's not how it works. YouTube is not giving nobody your emails, personal information. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's your family. It does not matter. They're not giving that info to you. Now, when Kevin Samuels was murdered, I made many videos about the investigation. And I've concluded that the people that was close to him, they murdered him. Right? All you gotta do is just do your research, right? On the night he died, that is when they were gaining access to his personal information via his cell phone, facial recognition software that actually allowed them to log in, clean out his accounts, clean out his Cash App, clean out all his payments. And that is how they were able to get all his info in order to enrich themselves. And it's not working. Even the people that are running his YouTube platform right now, it's not popping the way it was before. The money is dried up. So now, even though he's no longer here, one thing that stood out that I think will always last for a long time is winter is coming. And winter is actually here for a lot of women. Now, the SNAP crisis. A lot of people are crashing out, losing their mind because they've been putting all their faith in the government rather than building a relationship. One of the things that I disliked about Kevin's message was him talking about high value men. He would have women call in and he would be like, do you want a man that's making significant amount of money? Boom, boom, boom. They would all agree, yes. Would you like to work while you have to raise kids? No, I wouldn't like to work. So I figured the goal was possibly to get women hooked up with quality men, but he kept focus on high value men. And when he would explain these high value men, he wasn't talking about the everyday working man. He wasn't talking about the guy making 45K, 65, 75. No. Those guys weren't even in the discussion. And what this did, it made women look down on the working man. And all of them were after the high value man, the man making six figures, 500K. And every time he would have a show, he would always try to remind the ladies that there's only a certain percentage of men, eligible men, that make that kind of money. But the ladies, they didn't care. They would all believe that they had a shot. A lot of these women were single mothers with 10 kids, 5 kids, 3, 4, 5 baby daddies. And they would expect that a man making $250,000 would want to settle down with them at their age and take care of kids that are not his. And these ladies actually believe that nonsense. Ladies, I'm going to be doing some reaction videos to a lot of the drama that's going on right now because a lot of women are checking their DMs now to look for the guys that were trying to holler at them, and it's too late. Winter is here. A lot of women, at the sound of my voice, guys, ever since the SNAP crisis and the November payments ceased, they are going through their DMs as I speak. Some of you brothers may have recently received DM messages from women that you DM'd 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and they're DMing you saying, hey, I didn't see your message. I was so busy. How you doing? I noticed that you hearted my photos. Guys, just block them. They're only looking for money. That's all they're looking for, guys. Make sure you block them now. If you can be so kind, double tap the screen to give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Relationships. It's very important. The reason why a lot of people are struggling and suffering today is because a lot of ladies have refused to settle down because during the Kevin Samuels era, during that time, you had Kevin Samuels, you had Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. And what does Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle always do? She always tell you ladies not to settle, to go get your money and do all this goofy stuff in order to get paid. How is that working out for you now? How is it working for you looking for a sugar daddy? Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle can't help you. Nor did Kevin's message help you because you didn't want to listen. You had ample amount of time to settle down with a good quality man. You had a lot of guys in your DMs that was feeling you. You felt that it wasn't important to deal with these guys because they're not making a certain amount of money. And this is the problem with dating. Dating used to be a time where women was interested in a man because of the man. You know, they had love for the man because of who he was. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about cars. They really enjoyed being around a certain caliber of man. Now, a lot of you guys find it very difficult to talk to women because they're focused on money. And because of that, a lot of them remain single. You have a lot that have children, and they're looking for a sponsor. That's really what's going on in today's day. Relationships are not what they used to be. Winter is here. People are crying. A lot of women are checking their DMs to see if you guys are still interested. I'm here to tell you, if you receive any unexpected DMs from women that you tried to holler at in the past, put her on the block list. Do not entertain her because she is looking for money. You understand? She's looking for money now. I don't understand why would a man in his right mind, we're talking about a man, a high caliber man who is on point. I just don't understand for the life of me, why would a man, respectfully speaking, ladies, why would a man want to get with you, right? And you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies. I just don't see what's the purpose. I know why he want to get with you. The problem is you just don't know. The reason why he's trying to get with you is not because he want to marry you, because he just want this long-term relationship. He just want to hit it from the back. That's all he want to do, right? I think that a lot of you guys need to tell ladies straight up and down what it is. And I believe in this. I believe this policy works all the time. I believe that as a man, if you run into a lady that have kids from other men, and she's dealing with the SNAP crisis or whatever the case is, if you holler at her, you need to just tell her straight, like, look, you looking good. I want to hit it from the back. Just tell her straight, look, I'm not here because I want a long-term relationship. I'm not here because I want to, take care of your kids, because he don't. It's just that you look good. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of single mothers out here that look real good. They can still get it. You know what I'm saying? They still can get piped down. I think that we just need to be honest with our intentions, guys. If your intentions is you want to lay pipe on her back, right? I feel that in today's modern time, rather than wasting time acting like you want to date her, just tell her, look, I'm really loving Your backside, I mean, it looked real good. I've been watching your pics. It came across my timeline. And man, them cheeks, them things are looking real good. Like I want to oil up them honey buns. You know what I mean? Put some Diddy oil on them buns and smack it, flip it, and rub it down. You know what I mean? Like just tell her you want to lay pipe straight, no sugar coating, none of that nonsense. That way she could give you a yes or a no answer right away. You ain't even have to take her on no date because we all know, guys, that when you're trying to take her on a date, what's the end goal? The end goal is you want to lay pipe. Can I get a witness? Put a 1 in the chat, guys, if that's the truth. Put a 1 in the chat, guys, if I'm telling the truth. Only reason why you taking her on a date is because you want to lay pipe. So what we got to do moving forward 2025 is just tell her straight up. I know it sounds kind of awkward. It sounds kind of weird. You probably think I'm going against the grain, but I'm not. You just got to tell her straight. Now, ladies, don't get mad now. Don't get mad at me because this can help you out. Because a lot of times you be saying that these guys, their intentions is wrong. I'm trying to make these guys confess what their intentions are. If I see a woman and I have no intentions on making her any part of my life in terms of any success, relationship, nothing, I just want to lay pipe and I'm being honest with her, how does that make me a bad guy? And I'm being honest. You got 3-4 kids by 3-4 different men. I'm not here to take care of your kids. I got my own bills and my own problems. I'm looking at you. You look good. I want to lay pipe. What do you want me to do? If I go to the store and I'm hungry, I want some food to eat. If I see a lady, she looking good, I want to lay pipe. I want to lay pipe. That makes me a bad guy? No, it makes me an honest man because I'm not lying. I'm letting you know what my intentions are because here's the thing, guys. Her intentions may be the same thing. There are women out here that got kids, right? They're single mothers, and they're looking for a guy who will lay pipe on their back. She's tired. She's lonely. It's cold. She want to be warm. She want to feel some warm pipe. You might be that guy. Guys, I'm trying to help you out to understand the game has changed. Now we got to take this thing to the next level. Now, what Kevin Samuels tried to do is make women believe that they're going to get this high value man. That's not happening. That's not happening. Winter is coming, but it's actually here. So what I need for you guys to do now is if you run into a woman and she got kids, right? Now, if you want to settle down with her and take care of her kids, that's your problem. I'm not interested in that. Ladies, I'm not interested in taking care of another man's kids. I'm not doing that. But Ringo, you're messing up your chances with the ladies because what if there's this baddie and she got 2 kids and you know what I'm saying? And what? I'm not taking care of her kids. I already got kids I got to take care of. I got 4 girls. I got to take care of them. I already got 4 kids I got to take care of. I ain't trying to take care of 3 more. What am I taking care of her kids for? I'm trying to lay pipe. So let me get this straight, guys. In order for me to lay pipe on this woman's back, I got to take care of her kids? Nah, that's a bad deal. It's not worth it. It's not worth the effort and the struggle. Like, why would I be doing all of that mess? It doesn't make any sense. You know? Don't make no sense at all. See somebody texting me. Don't text me while I'm streaming. Do not text me while I'm streaming. All right? So, guys, it's crazy. how a woman, and see, here's the thing. When we have these conversations, right, normally women be getting mad. They be getting mad at the host because they see it as a problem. Here's the thing. If you got 3, 4 kids out of wedlock, 3 baby daddies, my question to you is this. Why the baby daddy's not taking care of his kids? Why the baby daddy is not taking care of his kids? Because I'm not taking care of yours. I'm not doing that. Where's the father of these children? These are the questions that you guys have to begin to answer. You got to ask these ladies these questions because it is not fair to you as a new guy in her life to come in and she is pushing you to take care of kids that are not yours in order for you to lay pipe. Because, guys, the end goal, no matter how you see it, is you want to lay pipe. Ladies, when a man is hollering at you, hey, baby, how you doing? Damn, you look good. Can I get your number? He want to smash. Let's just cut to the chase and stop playing. Let's just stop. The only reason why this man is approaching you is because he want to pipe you down. And I know you ladies know this. Anytime a man compliment you, wow, that dress looked very nice on you. It's not that the dress looked nice on you. He want to F-U-C-K you. Let's just call it what it is. You got a nice wagon. That thing looked plump and juicy in that dress. A brother want to squeeze them cheeks and blow that thing out. Like real talk. You know what I mean? You got pretty lips. You know what I mean? When a brother see them lips, he's thinking about getting some top, some mean, crazy top. See, on this platform, we keep everything real because we don't want to sugarcoat. I want you ladies to understand, anytime a man approach you, he's turned on by you. He want to lay pipe. But if you're going to be using your kids as a way for him to get in other words, you got to accept me and my kids before I allow you to lay pipe, it's a bad deal. Because your baby daddies, they're supposed to be taking care of them kids. That way it's easy for me to come into your life. See, if your baby daddies are taking care of your kids, then when I come in, you're not going to be looking at me as if though I'm supposed to be some sort of stepdaddy, some sort of financial, sponsor for kids that are not mine. I don't want to have nothing to do with taking care of your kids. When I saw you in that dress or in that pic on your gram, I'm interested in you, right? That is what you guys need to tell the ladies. Now, ladies, you can either have it this way or men could just lie to you, which is what they're doing right now. All of these guys are lying to you. They lie to you all day. And they'll continue to lie to you until they get what they want. I'm trying to make these guys be honest with you. Am I not being honest? Now, guys, there are some women that would like you to be honest the way I'm speaking here because sometimes they're with the program too. You got ladies out there that are with it. You pull up on them and you're like, damn, you looking good. You know what I'm saying? And you just tell her straight up that you want to pipe her down. You know, you want to put heavy meat on her back. Tell her that. Tell her you want to put your meat on her back. If she get mad and be like, no, I can't talk to you, then you just dodge the bullet. You ain't waste no time, no texting, no phone calls, no spending money. Bro, you having a good day. You have to get right to the point. The late Alan Roger Curry, he had a book called Mode 1. And he talked about a lot of these things in terms of you just making it very clear. A lot of these content creators stole all of Alan Roger Curry's talking points, you know. I believe the book is called Mode 1. And You just got to just let a woman know straight up what your intentions are. No sugarcoating, no playing. Because see, in this time, a lot of you guys, you be playing Mr. Nice Guy, want to say all the right things in hopes that that will make her like you. Bro, just get to the point. You want to screw, right? Now, if your intentions is you want to screw, at the same time, you really want to get to know her because you really like her, then let that be known. But last time I checked, we're drawn to each other sexually. And this is why a lot of religious women will always remain single, because they're so religious, they're no earthly good. You have a lot of Christian women, they be on Instagram quoting scriptures all day, talking about they're waiting for God to send her husband. And I'm like, that's never happening. Because, your husband could be that guy in the DMs that likes you and he want to lay pipe. Now, ladies, don't get it twisted. There are men that want to lay pipe and they really like you and want to settle down with you. What I'm saying is that's only for the single woman that got no kids. When you have children, it's a different dynamic. At this point now, we got to do things different. Being that you have kids, the man is not required to take care of your kids. I'm sorry. Let me ask you a question, ladies. Before that, let me read this super chat here. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to you for the $5 support. Says, showing love, fam. I agree with your point. I did get how you are. Text out the blue last week. Haven't spoke to that person in over a year. That's what I'm saying. You're going to get those text messages. This is the season for it. Now, the reason why you're getting these text messages is because their life is in a mess right now. It's in a total mess. And they heard that you're doing good. Through the grapevine, you must be doing better than you were before you got, okay, the person who sent you the text, before the first time you initiated contact with them, you probably wasn't in the place you are right now, meaning you're doing better now for yourself. They heard about it. Don't ask me how they heard about it. Women always hear about it. Women always hear about the dude that was trying to holler at them. He's doing better now. Some of you guys back in the days, you tried to wife up women. You tried to talk to women. You told them it's going to be great in the future. They didn't believe you. Now you're doing better now. Now they're sitting around because you're doing better now, coochie sweater now. They're pissed off with the world. And you're going to get these random text messages, DM messages of women trying to come back around you. It's too late. It's too late because you're a different person now. Not necessarily you, even though you may have economically rose higher. But what I'm saying is those ladies that you were trying to talk to in the past, they're different now. Meaning they already been through the ringer. They probably been defiled, scorched by the world, traumatized, criticized. It's just been a mess with them out there. And it's like now that they ruined their lives, now they want to come to you to fix their problems. And that's not how it's going to go. We're not doing that. Right? Shout out to Josh. Says, ha, ha, ha. Just keep it a buck with her. Yeah, you got to keep it a buck. You got to keep it a buck. Guys, women, for the most part, now listen to me carefully, guys. Listen to me very carefully. Women want you to keep it a buck. They really do. Don't be deceived, guys. When you are acting, trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, nothing works. You guys got to be straight up. Straight to the point. Exactly what you're looking for, exactly what you want. She turned you down, cool. Just go about your business. You ain't losing nothing. It's a win. It's a W. You didn't get rejected, bro. The reason why you didn't get rejected is because you had the balls to tell her exactly what's on your mind. You know? Matter of fact, one way to tell her, it's really good when you're talking to ladies face to face. When you're talking to a woman face to face, it's the best thing. The text messages and all that other stuff is not going to really cut it. It works from time to time if the woman is feeling you. But if it's a woman you're feeling, you're approaching her, it's best if you're face to face with her. Just tell her you want to tell her something real quick. You don't want nobody to hear. And you tell her in her ear what you want. That's all. Tell her in her ear. It's something about, I got to tell you something. It's important. She's going to be ready to hear what you got to say. It doesn't matter if you knew her for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or she's work at the job. I got to tell you something. It's very important. I don't want nobody to hear. She's going to be ready. You go to her, you tell her in her ear exactly what it is on your mind, and kind of just speak your mind in her ear. And then once you finish, look her in her eyes. Everything changes after that. She will never look at you as the regular guy no more. She will now look at you as the guy that means business. You wouldn't believe how many women are waiting for that kind of guy. The guy that know exactly what he wants, the guy that is not afraid to say what he wants. You guys that are literally waking up every morning, DMing women, saying good morning, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Now, during this snap crisis, you may get those DM messages from women that will call you back, write you back. They're going to only ask you for money. There's a trend going on right now where you have a lot of guys, they're posting on social media, all the women that are contacting them now because the EBT and the SNAP benefits and welfare shut down, and they're all asking for money. And a lot of these guys, they're literally laughing right now, you know, because you ladies, you had your chance and you blew it, you know. You blew it. Let me see. So guys, RIP to Kevin Samuels. I really wish that the man was alive right now because I would like to hear what he got to say about the SNAP crisis right now. I could just imagine the phone lines of women that would be calling in on the show. I could just imagine Kevin would have the SNAP show. Call in now and snap. And everybody will be calling in right now. You know? Why are you asking me dumb questions of are you live right now? That's a dumb question. Let me put you on the block list for that one. Right? Are you live, bro? Okay, let me put you on the block list. That'll make you know that I'm live right now. Hope that answers your question. Real stupid question. I don't get why these people do this, but it is what it is. So let's get back to the content, guys. Double tap the screen. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for the best content on YouTube, the best commentary. So guys, I wish that Kevin Samuels was alive right now because I want to know what his thoughts are in regards to the SNAP crisis. What would he be telling women? And would Kevin Samuels have pivoted over into a new style of content? Because in today's day, I don't believe Kevin Samuels would be as successful as he was, because he was successful and very popular. I don't think that Kevin Samuels would be as successful today talking about high value man. That won't work today. He would have to pivot over into something totally different because with the whole pop the balloon era, all of these talk shows, it's just not profitable anymore, especially where you have people that are struggling with their relationships. He would have to really seriously speak on something that actually helps people. And I think that that's one of the issues that I really had with him, is the fact that, in my opinion, he led a lot of women into a burning house. And he ruined dating as a whole. The reason why Kevin ruined dating is because he didn't give the brothers, the working class brothers, any sort of shine. He made women believe that the only good men are men making over six figures. And then we went through this phase on YouTube where you had all these content creators boasting about how they all make six figures as if though that's proving something to somebody. It's really dumb. Who cares about how much you make? A woman is not supposed to be wanting to get with you because of how much money you got. She should want to get with you because she actually like you. She actually believe that you're worthy to be around, that you're the kind of guy who will be a father, you know? The way it was in times of old, the way it was in the 90s, in the 80s, the 90s. Women were different back then. Dating was different back then. You ain't even have to spend no money on a lady. You ain't have to spend no money to get laid. A lady wanted to get laid too. Like, you didn't have to do anything. A woman would literally call you up back in the day and tell you, come to the crib. You ain't even have to call her. She'd call you. You would be in your house playing PlayStation. How many of you guys remember? Put a 1 in the chat. How many of you guys remember? Back in the days, you playing Genesis, you playing PlayStation, boom, 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 Xbox. You get the phone call or a beep on your phone. She's telling you to come to the crib. You ain't even have to do nothing. You didn't even need no car. You didn't need no car to pull women. All you had to do is have clean pair of kicks, clean pair of shoes. That was it. It was something about a clean pair of shoes that would always do it. They would look down, look at your shoes. Your shoes is clean. Brand new kicks. And you just bagging shorties, bro. Easy. You know? Somebody says, are you cold? Are you jealous? Are you jealous? That's the question I have for you. Are you jealous? Let's see what we got. I've gotten plenty of women to drive me around. Yeah, matter of fact, the ladies were the ones that would pick you up in their car. The lady would have a hoopty. How many of you remember the hoopty vehicles? They would pick you up in their vehicle. You know? Yeah, I remember the pager days. That was crazy. You get the page, you be like, okay. And remember you used to have these codes that you could put on the pager? Like when they page you could like code a message. People don't know nothing about that. None of these folks don't even understand about them. Remember them Motorola phones? The phones where you could get the hookup? How many of you people with a show of a one, you had this one guy in the community that he could get your phone turned on through some sort of scheme? He was able to put your phone on. The Motorola flip phones, guys. Remember that with the little antenna you pull out? I still got one in the house, guys. I'm going to have to bring it out on camera and show you. I still got one in the house, bro. I think it was like a grayish, bluish color. Like a grayish, bluish phone. Like dark grayish, bluish. Like not really blue, but it's like a grayish color. It looks like it's blue, but it's not. Yeah, I know about that Motorola phone. So dating is dead right now, guys, because ladies don't want to settle down with what they call an average guy. And here's the thing. A lot of you brothers that are working class brothers are good dudes who want to settle down with a lady. You want to do the right thing. At the same time, is it really worth it in 2025? Is it really settled? Is it really worth settling down? I just saw a story about, I believe it's an NBA player or some sort of athlete. He was married for only 17 months and already divorce coming in. He got to pay over $500,000 to this woman, $50,000 a month, and got to give her $100,000 for a luxury automobile. Do anybody know who that dude name is? I just saw it pop up on my timeline, and I'm like, guys, is it really worth marrying a woman if you're a millionaire? It's not worth it, guys. So all the men, whether you're white, black, whatever the case is, if you're a multimillionaire, do not get married to no woman. This is the best advice I could give you. Don't do it. Because she's going to take your money. It's Tyreek Hill. What a sad day for him, bro. Tyreek Hill, bro. That's sad, bro. The man was only married for 17 months. A year and some change, bro. And already divorced. It doesn't make any sense. If you're a multimillionaire as a black man, a white man, don't ever get married. If you're with a woman who's been with you from the sandbox, that's a different story. Because normally those are the good women, right? The women that been with you when you were broke all the way to when you got money, that's the woman that you keep around. Women that want to come in your life now that they know you got money, no, you keep her on the outside and you lay pipe every now and then, but don't get her pregnant. What? But I thought you believe in the Bible. I'm giving real world advice to men so they don't get caught up. If you get her pregnant, she's going to destroy your life because she really don't like you. She likes the money. Winter is here. Winter is coming. What Kevin Samuels was trying to teach you, ladies, is that when wintertime comes, you're going to need a man. You're going to need a man that's a provider. Now that winter is upon us, a lot of women, primarily single mothers, are faced with tough decisions. How to feed their child, how to feed their children. Kevin would always tell women, I remember he told women to go back to their, work it out with your baby daddy. I believe he told women that, to go work it out with your baby daddy. And women would argue, no, I don't need him. I can do bad by myself. Okay. Now that it's November 2nd, wait, I don't even know what damn day it is. Hold on a second. Okay, it's the 2nd. I'm bugging out. I had to go check. I had to literally go check to see if it's the 3rd, 2nd. I'm damn confused. But now it's the 2nd, so that's 2 days. The EBT haven't come in. Trump cannot give you your SNAP benefits because the courts, 2 judges gave 2 conflicting rulings on what he can or can't do. So he's a little confused on what he could do. The judge wants Trump to use some emergency funds to put into the SNAP benefits, which I don't think they should do, because if there's a natural disaster in the United States right now, we're going to need those emergency funds to aid the victims. So to use that for SNAP benefits would put Americans in a vulnerable situation. We see what's going on with, I believe, is it Melissa? I'm not sure. What is the Jamaican, the hurricane, tornado? I don't know what the hell it is. The natural disaster that's going on in Jamaica. I believe it's Melissa or something along that lines, right? Look at what they're dealing with, right? We don't want another Sandy to come down to the United States. We don't want no major disaster because all that's going to do is put people in bad situation. So I hope that Trump don't use those emergency funds to put it on SNAP. I hope he don't do that. You know, let the Democrats do what they got to do to open back up the federal government so people can receive what they need to receive. But we talked about this on yesterday's stream, that there's some updates to SNAP where you got to work at least 80 hours a month. You have to be pursuing formal education, or you have to be in some sort of training program in order to get 3 months of SNAP benefits. This all have to do with the big, beautiful bill from Donald Trump, which I believe is a great bill. There's a lot of things in there that needs to be done. I think that Trump is doing an excellent job in terms of setting order in America, because America has become very, quote unquote, effeminate when it comes to the leadership. All the previous presidents before, they haven't been doing anything in terms of making America great again. And it's just sad that the president is getting attacked when we have all of these problems. Now, if I was the chief executive man in charge, what I would be putting down is legislation that literally says If a woman have one child, right, we'll grant her the SNAP benefits, right? We'll grant her the SNAP benefits uh, up to the child turn about 10 years old. Once the child is 10 years old, she now have to go to work, right? In order to receive SNAP benefits, right? She has to work. If she have another child and she don't get married to the man, she's not qualified for SNAP benefits for that child. That's how I would do it. Because we need to hold people accountable. Not only that, we're going to have to hold men accountable too. So for all the ladies that think I'm just focused on you because you have selective hearing and selective outrage, for the men, if you are a man and you go out here and you impregnate multiple women and you are not providing for these women, right? You will be fined. And if you have an excessive history of impregnating women, you will serve prison time and have felony charges just for this. Because you're putting a strain on all the taxpayers and you're causing more problems in society. So to all the men, you're gonna have to learn how to use your DICK and for better use. So even though we're talking about dating, since we're talking about this and all of this other stuff, if you get a woman pregnant, you are required to take care of that baby. If not, you will be hit with a felony charge. You'll be hit with fines, garnishment, and everything else. We will hold you accountable. We won't even wait for the woman to do anything in terms of child support. The first thing we're going to want to know is who's the father. Once she point out who you are, we will hold you accountable. You understand? You will pay. Matter of fact, if we put, now watch this, guys. This is how you check everybody. Not only will the federal government supply the mother of one child with SNAP benefits, right? Watch this. Watch how we do real government here on Ringo TV Reactions. Not only will we apply SNAP benefits for a mother of one child, SNAP benefits, we'll supply that for her till the child reach about 10. Then she got to go back to work if she want to receive SNAP benefits. Now, from the child was born to the child turned 10 years old, the baby father is required to pay all of that money back to the federal government. That's right. Once we find out who you are, if your baby mother was receiving SNAP benefit payments from the federal government, you as the father will now be held liable to pay off that debt. We're holding everybody accountable. So not only was the child able to get, because here's the thing, as a man, you are responsible of taking care of your family and your kids, right? So if the federal government is doing it and you're not in the picture, once we find out who you are, you got to pay it up now. Come on now. Don't get mad at me. So with that being said, I think I was fair and balanced and holding everybody accountable, right? Now, what I really would like is that people just stop having these kids. Stop having these kids, because it's like you're having these kids, you're putting them in bad situations. Only have children if you can afford them. Only have children if you can afford them, right? That's the only time you should be having babies. Don't have babies because you know the federal government will give you money. That's crazy, right? Let me see what the chat is saying. Says, I love your jacket. Please tell me the name. Moose Knuckle. It's a vest, actually. A vest, sweater, and hat. Moose Knuckles. I just said blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know. Ladies, with a show of a 1, is your baby daddy taking care of your kids? With a show of a one. A show of a two, he's not. Show of a one, he's taking care of your babies. Show of number two, he's not taking care of his son, his daughter. Okay, now, if you ladies that put a one that says your baby daddy is taking care of his kids, if you are a single mom and you're in the dating field, if your baby daddy is taking care of his child, the new guy that come into your life, stop trying to make him be a stepdaddy. He's only there to have a relationship with you. And see, the way I see it, guys, is if you're a single mother with kids, marriage is off the table. Don't get mad at me. Marriage is completely off the table. We're not marrying you. At that point, no. We're not. No man should be trying to marry you if you have kids and baby daddies. No. Marriage is reserved for women that are either virgins or women that are completely single with no man around. Under those circumstances, she don't got no kids. That's the woman that is qualified. If you have kids, marriage, no. At this point, you can still date. You can have companionship with a man, but he's not to marry you. It's a waste of time at this point because the damage has already been done. And it's a bad investment. Respectfully, it's a bad investment. Ladies, how many of you ladies with a show of a one would step up to the plate to be a stepmom to 4 kids from a man that he had with a previous woman? This is a man that got 4 kids and he's trying to date you, and he's requiring that in order for you to date him, you got to be a stepmom. How many of you ladies are stepping up to the plate? Your job is to take care of those 4 kids now. His baby mama is not around. He's asking you now to step up. Put a 1 if you're that woman. Because you know all these ladies are lying. You know that, right? They're lying. They're not telling the truth. And the reason why they're putting the 1s is because they think that by them putting a 1, somehow it trips me up because it's like, okay, I put a 1, now what? Okay, if that's the case, why you're not with that man? Got him. How come you're not with that man? Because there's a lot of guys out here that have kids and you ladies are not with that man. So you're lying. Do you see how easy that was to catch you in a lie? You're lying. You won't. Because if you really are about that life, you would already be with that man. So you're lying. And you're probably saying that because why? You got kids. And you figure if I say yes, he should say yes to taking care of my kids. No. I'm not taking care of your kids. I'll take care of you in terms of laying pipe, but I'm not taking care of your kids. Do that hurt? It shouldn't, because those are not my kids. It's not my kids. If you went to college and you in debt, you owe the school $20,000. That's not my problem. That's your problem, right? Okay, let me flip it. I went to college. I owe $20,000 in debt. How many of you ladies going to pay off my debt for me? I'll wait. I'll wait. You ain't paying nothing. So why is it that in today's day, a lot of ladies feel entitled that if a man get with them, he's supposed to pay all their bills, he's supposed to pay their debts, pay for their car? Like, you're tripping. You're bugging. That don't make no sense. Right? Let's see. Somebody said exceptions. Other parent deceased. No, there's no exceptions. There's no exceptions at all. I don't care if the other person is deceased. That have nothing to do with it. What happens here is what I'm trying to show you is men are not trying to settle down and be a stepfather to kids that are not his. You know what I mean? Just not doing that. He's not taking care of other people's kids, especially if you're a lady and you don't have the baby daddy of your children in their lives taking care of them. How that look? How that look, this man trying to get with you and you got kids and your baby daddy's not taking care of them. But you trying to get this new brother to be in your life. He's going to inquire about, is the father taking care of his kids? Do he spend time with them? Nope, he don't. So what the hell am I here for? You trying to get me to do it? No way. I'm out. And like I said, it's very tempting because a lot of women that got kids, they look good. They look good enough to smash. And they're trying to use that as bait to pull in a man to assume that role of a stepdaddy. And I think this is where a lot of you guys are dropping the ball, because you're coming in to assume that role. And it's like, once you get in and you smash, you finally hit it from the back. Now you realize you made a bad choice, but it's too late, because now you're in too deep now, you know? So it's really not beneficial to do that. I feel that if a woman is a single mom and she got kids, there's nothing wrong with you having a man in your life, because, you know, we all need companionship. At the same time, I think that's the best approach. Meaning, if you know you got kids, you're talking to a man, you be like, look, I'm not even asking you to do this or that. I just want to have you in my life, you know, have a partner in my life for that companionship that you're missing out on. But I think that a lot of times women are rushing things and expecting a man to just wipe them up and do all this goofy stuff. And it's like, it don't even make no sense, because he's not motivated to do that. He's not. The motivation is not there. Number one, you're not a woman who have no children. You got kids already. Even if you look good, it doesn't matter. I know a lot of women that look good. They look good. They got kids, and they have all these requirements that they want to throw on a man. You got to also consider what that man got. That man might have baby mamas. That man might have wives. That man might have kids. He have a lot of stuff on his plate as well. So you're trying to burden him with more than what he already have. That's crazy work. That doesn't even make sense. And it's all because you know he want to smash. This is why I'm telling you guys, it doesn't make sense. If you know you want to smash shorty, just tell her straight up, like, look, I'm feeling you. I want to lay pipe. You know, she's a single mom. You want to lay pipe. That's it. Even if she's a woman and she don't got no kids. If that's what you feeling and that's what's in your heart, you got to let a woman know what it is. That way she can know how you feel. You know, if she want to reject you and say, nah, you know, you're moving too fast, then you tell her, hey, the next guy going to be moving just as fast as me, because I don't know what's going on in society. But last time I checked, we all got here because our pops laid pipe on our mama back. Our mom, our grandma, she wasn't that woman in church wearing that church hat. Mama was out there with that thang hanging out, and Pop blew her back open. That's how we all got here. Our pop, he saw our mama. You know, Pop was down the street doing construction with the jack. He was like, and he saw mama walking by in that sundress. She had them pretty toes, you know, sundress looking real good. She was looking real nice. And he saw her right there and he was like, hey, lady, how you doing there? And she's like, hey, how you doing? And he was like, my, you looking kind of nice. I really like what I'm seeing. I really like that dress. Look very nice on you. And she's all blushing and stuff. And he walks up to her and he's like, could you turn around a little bit? Oh yeah, definitely nice. I really like everything about you. You really look very good. What are you cooking for supper? Oh, I'm cooking some nice meals. Maybe you can invite me over. And he went over there and he laid pipe. That's how we got here. That's how quick it was. It wasn't no long talking, texting on Instagram, DMing, none of this goofy stuff. Your dad was out working. Your mama was looking good. She had that fatty wagon in that dress. Your pop saw that thing, went over to the crib. She cooked supper, and he laid pipe. That's how we all got here, man. We are the result of our daddy busting a nut, bro. Shout out to Pops, bro. If it wasn't for our pop laying pipe, heavy meat, he laid heavy meat on a woman's back. That's what brought us in, brothers. To all of us brothers out here, we got to shout out our pops, bro. If it wasn't for Pops laying pipe, we wouldn't be here. All you ladies, you wouldn't be here if your pop wasn't out there piping down your mom. So we got to get back to the basics of how it all started. Your mama wasn't on Instagram receiving DMs. The first guy that came along that noticed that she was attractive, she went with him. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you can remember. Back in the early 90s, women didn't even know they were cute. Women didn't even know they looked good. You would see a shorty and be like, wow, you so pretty. Wow, you look good. She didn't even know she looked good. She didn't even know she was fine. Those were the good old days. Women were not conceited. Their head wasn't inflated. They didn't know nothing. I remember used to have some baddies back in the day. They didn't even know they looked good. You had to convince this woman that she looked good. She's like, but my hair, I don't think it's, I don't, and you're like, there's nothing wrong with you. And you used to touch on her face. Y'all remember that smooth, the smooth way we used to do it, brothers? Like you would be talking to her and she's like concerned about how she looked and you would take your hand and you would touch her face. You'd be like, there's nothing wrong with you. You look good. Look at your face. Look how you look. And she would be blushing like crazy. She used to melt in your hands. Those days are gone, bro. Those days are gone. Nowadays, chivalry is dead. You can't even romance a lady no more. You can't even tell her how you feel in terms of, you know, sweet talking and all this other stuff. She look at that as a joke now. You know why? Because her DMs is filled with thirsty ninjas trying to holler. She get attention so much. No matter what you tell her, she heard it already. It's sad. Guys, when you try to holler at a woman, as soon as you try to talk to her, she already heard that already from 20 other guys. You wasting your time. That's why I'm telling you, just tell her straight up what you're looking for. She ain't hear that. She ain't hear that. I could give you some words, but I don't want to give you what I would do, because then you're going to start trying to copy me. But I know what I would say. And what I say stands out. Let me give you a little pointers, guys. If all the guys are doing the same thing, They're all getting the same results: rejection. So in order for you to stand out when you're talking to a lady, you got to do something that she ain't getting. You got to say something that she haven't heard. You got to do something that nobody's done. You got to boldly go where no man has gone before. Once you do that, you stand out. For example, here's a test that you guys can do. If you do this test, it's guaranteed to work. What is the test, you may ask? I'm glad you asked that question. Go on Instagram. Find yourself a baddie, right? Go to a woman that's fine as heck. Go to her Instagram. All of the guys that you see in the comments hearting all her photos, thirsting, you're so beautiful, they're going crazy, crazy, crazy. You come into the comments and do this. Guys, do exactly what I'm telling you. You will see the results. If you look at all her comments, she's not responding to none of these guys. None of them. This is what I want you to do. Come into the comment section and be like, nice color dress, but it looks like you're gaining weight. I think that you need to work on that a little bit. Watch what happens. She's going to come into that chat just to respond to you. You know why? You're not worshiping her. You're not praising her. You offered criticism, and the criticism is negative. She's going to come in there and give you the time of day. She's going to say something, probably something slick, something smart, probably cuss you out, say something. Why? Because for once in her life, you did not speak to her the way all these other guys are. You went against the grain. You told her something that she don't hear. So it stood out. Once she responds to you in a negative way or whatever the case is, you come back and say, got him, made you respond. And then tell her, how come you ain't respond to all these other guys that was worshiping you and praising you? You know why? She expects men to praise her all day, but she will never give you the time of day. But she will respond to the man that goes against the grain. Go try it. See what happens. Go try it. Come back to the video and be like, yo, Ringo, dog, yo, you ain't lying, bro. I tried what you said. It worked 100%. All you got to do is just say something slick. You know, all the guys are thirsting her. Wow, you're so pretty. Man, you're so beautiful. Wow, my future wifey. Don't say none of that goofy stuff, bro. Come into the comments and be like, is this AI? That's not a real woman. That can't be a real woman. I think this is AI. Y'all play too much. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. What? I'm looking at the comments. All these guys are going crazy. I don't really see what they're excited about. I mean, she's all right. I've seen better, though. And just go. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. She's going to come back. She's going to respond to you and you only. Why? Because you went against the grain. That is what women respond to. They don't respond to the sheeple and the herd of men that are saying the same thing. They ignore all of those guys. You got to come in and say something that's totally different. Now, I'm not saying this so that you could go be negative to women. What I'm saying is I'm giving you guys the keys. I don't think you're understanding. If you're trying to holler at a woman today, right now, you can't do the normal stuff that everybody's doing because the game has changed. You got to go against the grain. That's why I said you got to speak to a woman in terms of what you want. What you want. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, it works all the time. All the time. Because they're not accustomed to hearing a man talk like that. That's what I'm saying. Women are not accustomed to a man telling them things that they just don't get. They don't hear these things. They don't get it. Now, I would say some things, but like I said, I don't want y'all copying me. I don't want everybody out there being robots copying things that I would say, because then now I'm going to start new trends and people not going to give me my credit. So I just keep that to myself. But like I said, And again, shout out to the late Alan Roger Curry. You know what I mean? Because he pretty much put out a lot of information out there that helped a lot of guys. Uh, and it really is true. It really is. But I really wish that Kevin Samuels was alive today so we can see what he would be talking about with the snap benefit situation. His show would be different today. I guarantee you, if Kevin Samuels was alive today, he would not have the same call-in show of High Value Man. He would have had to pivot over into something new. It would have happened. He would have not been doing the same thing. He would have had a new show, and he would have a lot to say about this, man. Yeah, you got to think outside the box. You said be careful. What? Don't spam the chat. You said be careful, women. Reason it's hard to get a job is I found out predators are working together to target women at jobs and threaten them. You sound weird. No wonder you're spamming the chat. Let me put you on timeout. Let's see, how long should I put you on timeout? 24 hours. 24-hour timeout. Right? That's some weird stuff you're talking about. Yeah. So guys and ladies, don't be mad at me. Stop being mad. If you have kids, there are some exceptions to the rule. I've talked about this many times. Like, let's say you have one child and the child is probably grown, meaning like the child is grown. Like, you probably have a 14-year-old or whatever the case is, and you're probably in your 30s, 40s, whatever the case is, and you want to get back into the dating game. That's a different story. You know what I mean? We're talking about women that got these babies, these young kids. Like, what the heck you trying to date some dude and you got a 9-month-old? Like, what the heck? What? Where the baby daddy? Oh, I don't know where he is. He left. Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If the kids are big, look, ladies, y'all got to be honest. You see, like what I just finished talking about, how a man just supposed to be straight up. You ladies got to be straight up. If you want a man to be your companion because you want him to lay pipe, you want that man to be in your life, you want that man to guide you, do this, do that, you got to make that known to the man. That way the ball can get rolling. I think that the reason why a lot of relationships can't really take off is because a lot of guys are afraid of getting into these relationships because they don't know what your intentions are. Right? We know what his intentions are. He want to lay pipe. He may like you for real. You may be a single mom and a dude might want to get with you because he really like you. There's a lot of single mothers out here that guys would really settle down with. They would. Because some of them are good women. What I'm saying is, I'm speaking on in regards to the ones that have like 3, 4, 5 kids. That situation is a little different. It's a little scary. Most men would probably get with you and try, but if the woman is on this thing of, oh, you got to take care of all my kids, then you know what? You could keep the cooch. I'm gonna go get back to my life. I don't think it's worth it. She's cool and all. I like her, but she's talking about me taking care of her kids. I'm not doing that. How many of you guys want to take care of a woman's kids? Put a 1 in the chat if you do. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. Let's go, guys. You just met a woman. She got 3 kids. She looked good. You want to lay pipe. You know what I mean? Do you want to take care of her kids? Or you just want to lay pipe? Meaning you would be in her life. You would be her companion, but you're not there to take care of her kids. You see? And I'm going to tell you something, ladies. Listen to me very careful. The guys that are saying, yes, I want to take care of her kids, those guys currently don't have no woman. Right now. Those are the guys that are ready to step up to the plate to be a simp. They don't have no woman. They've been beating their meat for a minute, and they don't care what they could get. They're willing to take on any woman they can. I'm just being honest with you. A man that is ready to step up to the plate to take care of your kids, That man don't have no woman right now, and he's thirsty for some cooch. Thirsty, thirsty. Some of these guys are thirsty for cooch. Thirsty. They will do anything to smell it. I mean, these guys are weird, bro. And some of you ladies be laughing because you know that these guys are thirsty. Some of y'all be testing them to see, would he take care of all your kids? That's crazy, man. Shout out to Victor for the support, for the $1.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. The cooch. I just can't do that, guys. If I'm talking to a lady, I'm talking to her for her. You know, and like I said, you have a lot of good women out here that are single moms. That's why I keep telling you, ladies, stop getting upset with me. Y'all be getting mad at me. Y'all be unsubscribing, getting mad. I don't know why y'all be doing that stuff. We're just having grown folk conversation. You can have a man. All I'm saying is stop getting with a man with this mindset of, oh, I want him to take care of all my kids. Ladies, get with the man and build something. Let all of those things figure itself out. You never know. You might end up getting with a dude, right? He may not be the type of guy that want to take care of your kids, right? And for whatever reason, you settled with him. You're cool with the fact that he's in your life. And later on, that guy got very successful. Very, very successful. Maybe he had a child with you. That's where it changes. See, I think that's where things change. Sometimes you have a situation where a man will get with a woman, she's a single mom, and he end up having a child with you. That is when things turn different, because now it's like, okay, he have a child with you. Of course he's going to take care of his child, right? So it's like the dynamic switches a little bit. Now it's like, okay, he see the need of being in this woman's life more. Under those circumstances, he may end up doing things for your current child. Like, for example, let's say, for example, the dude you got with, he end up becoming a millionaire. Your son is probably 18 or 17. He wasn't there for your son. Your baby daddy done left. He didn't take care of him. But being that dude that you with, he had a child with you, and he doing well financially. He might end up putting your son through college. He might end up giving your son some money to start that business. He might do something for you, for your son, even though that's not biologically his son. But because he been with you, he had a child with you, he been with you for a minute, he got to really know your son. You see what I'm saying? So there's still hope. So don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, oh, a dude get with you is all about smashing all damn day. What I'm saying is a dude got to really know you, because it's a dangerous game that we're in right now. It's a real dangerous game, you know? But taking care of another man's kids, man, that's a no-no, bro. That's a no-no. No man want to do it. At the same time, there are some exceptions to the rule. You might meet that one woman that she's a single mom and she a baddie, bro. And it's like, you just lose your damn mind when you're around this woman. There are women like that, guys. She made a bad mistake in the past with a man. She learned her lesson. She haven't been out there in the streets. She don't got 3, 4, 5 kids. She probably had 2 kids while she was with this man. He turned out to be a demon. She learned her lesson. She realized, I'm not doing this again. And she kept her legs closed ever since then. Should she be punished? No. Should the father take care of his kids? Yes. Should you jump in and be a stepdaddy? No. No. But you could be a companion in her life until things get to that level where you feel this woman has passed the test and you figure she's a woman you would want to have in your life long term. It has to go to that point, because it's like I said, it's a dangerous game to be in, man. Shout out to AD Peace for the $1.99. Shout out to you. Hey, shout out to Virgil in the building with the support, the major support. Hey, appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says blessings at Ringo TV Reactions. Appreciate you. supporting the show. Um, it's been a minute, fam. It's been a minute. But hey, guys, I don't know if you guys know, double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. We need these likes to match the views. You got 500 people in the building. If you're gaining something from this show, guys, double tap the screen. Now, guys, there are men out here who are with women, and these women have kids from another guy. So I'm not here to beat you guys up. If you guys settle down with a lady and she had kids from another man, I can guarantee you didn't just settle with her because you were thirsty for some cooch. You recognize that this woman is a good woman, number one. You recognize that she's quality material, and she just probably made some bad choices, and you came into her life at the right time. That's a different situation. What I'm talking about is women who have multiple kids, multiple baby daddies. It's a bad idea for you guys to get involved. That's a bad idea because you might have a sketchy baby daddy. And these are the things that Kevin Samuels talked about. You know, you might get with a woman, she have a sketchy baby daddy. He just got out of prison. You in her life. He realized you piping her down. He just got out of the pen. He come back to the crib, knocking the door, thinking his cooch is still there. You come open the door. He's like, who the heck are you? You know what I mean? Y'all remember this video where you had this dude? Y'all had to see the video. You had some dude, I don't know if he's some gang member. He was in a bedroom. It was a bedroom setting. He walked in. He talked about he's an alpha male. He jumped on top of the bed and started screaming at the other dude, telling him, get out. Look at my photos on the wall. Me and my baby mama, we're having problems. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen that crazy video with some dude crashing out. He was like, that's my woman. That's my cooch. Some mess. This dude was damn near crashing out over some cooch, bro. And he told the dude he's an alpha male and how he'll risk it all. He would die for his woman and his cooch. I'm like, bro, you tripping, dog. I ain't doing all of that. I'm not doing all of that, bro. You know? You haven't seen it? I might have to do a video about it. I know I did a video about it years ago, but I might have to do another video about it. It's really, really sick, guys. Really, really sick. You know? Let me see. He had just came out of jail, right? Yeah, I believe he just came out of jail. And he went back to the baby mama crib, and he was there with some of his boys and them. They were in the bedroom, and the dude looked like he was scared. What's so crazy is the dude was a taller dude. Dude was taller, and the short dude was beefing with him, which was crazy. I'm like, you could have ransacked this dude in that house, right? You said never seen it. Sounds very disturbing. Wow, I can't believe y'all never seen that video. That video went viral. That dude was bugging, bro. You know? You said a rich man can easily fall in love with a young lady working at McDonald's. A rich woman will almost never fall in love with a young man working at McDonald's. Why is that? Well, it has to do with the signs of the times. Typically, us men, we want to lay pipe. So the woman that's in McDonald's, we don't really care about what she's doing in terms of work. We want to lay pipe. Do you see what I mean? Men are driven by their eyes, what they see. So when we see a woman that look good, we're not inquiring on what kind of job she got. We looking at her lips. We want some head. We want to rub them cheeks. We looking at the cleavage. We looking at them breasts. You ever see a sister that looking real good, man? And you're like, damn, this sister look delicious, bro. Like, I want to do all sorts of things to this woman's body, bro. Like, damn, look at God is good, bro. So it's like when we think like that, we're not thinking about what she do for a career. Women, on the other hand, although a man could be handsome, attractive to her, women in today's day, because of hypergamy, because of Kevin Samuels' quote-unquote high-value man nonsense, and various other wannabe Kevin Samuels that have now taken over social media, women are now more focused on money. So when they see a man that's broke and she got money, she don't want him. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some women that got money and they'll get with a man even if he don't got money. There are women like that. There are women like that, guys. Trust and believe. It's very rare. It's a rare thing. But there are women out here that are millionaires. And they understand. It's like they're millionaires, but they're cut from the cloth of those good women that don't look or judge a man based on money. Meaning that rich woman, she's one of the good ones who know and understand the value of a man. That it's not about how much money he got. It's not about this. It's not about that. She recognized him for who he is. There still are women like that. You know, fortunately, there are women like that. Unfortunately, there are many women that are getting to the bag and they would not give you the time of day if you're not making the kind of money they're making. It's real sad. It's really, really sad what's going on. Well, the Bible said that in times men shall be as the God of what? The high value man is real. Not really. The high value man nonsense that Kevin Samuels talked about is a joke. Right now, all of you brothers are of high value in today's day. Right now, with the SNAP crisis, you guys are top of the food chain. You're going to have women contacting you for money. You're going to have women contacting you for all sorts of stuff. And I'm recommending that you just block them and don't even entertain them. Some of them are going to send you some pics of their butt. They're going to send you some breast pics. They're going to do anything to entice you. Don't fall for the okie doke. They just want some money. I'm serious. You got to tell a woman or just write her back and be like, you had your chance. I was really going to do right by you. You know what I mean? I really liked you at the time when I had messaged you or called you or whatever the case is. You stood a brother up for 3 years. You bugging. The heck you texting me now for? You wilding. Trying to get some money. Kevin Samuels, wasn't just talking about a man's money game. Kevin Samuels talked about a lot of things. The problem is that he led our women down the wrong path. You know, he didn't lead them to God. He led them to money. And he made women believe that a man's value is based on his money. Kevin wasn't focused on a man's character. He wasn't focused on a man based on how he can treat a woman without money. Everything was money-wise, and it's like it ruined dating. And then you had all these Kendra G's and the Sprinkles and all these other fake Kevin Samuel wannabes that are out here now. They done ruined dating as it is. Look at a Pop the Balloon show. The show is a damn joke now. Like, it's a joke. You got all these women coming on, dressed up. You have a guy who makes good money. He have a nice job. They'll come in and start popping their balloons because they don't like his shoes. They don't like his glasses. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. That's where we are right now. So guys, like I said, I would like to know what Kevin Samuels would say today. I think Kevin would have grown into a more mature show. Not saying that he was immature. Kevin Samuels was a very smart businessman. Even though I was one of his critics and detractors, I was actually his #1 critic and detractor. I didn't agree with Kevin Samuels. There's certain things that he spoke on that is true. There's no doubt about that. I just didn't agree with where his platform was causing dating to go. It took it down a dark path. Today, I feel that if Kevin was still here, his show would have pivoted over into a more classy conversation show that spoke on dating and relationship from a real practical level that all parties would agree on. And I think that's what's missing in the dating relationship niche is real conversations about dating and where it's going. Like, Marriage, for example, is it beneficial to marry someone in today's day? Absolutely not. This is not beneficial to nobody because we got to get our minds right. Like me myself, I have a wife. I have 4 daughters. Right. I believe in polygyny. Right. There's a lot of things I would like to do future wise. At the same time, a lot of women, their mental state is just not where mine is in terms of family development, in terms of various goals to achieve. Their mind is not focused on that. They're focused on money. They're focused on taking trips and vacations. They're not thinking about companionship. They're not thinking about love, community. They're not thinking about none of these things. So, is it beneficial? Look at it. Look what happened with what is that guy, that the basketball player? He was married 17, 17 months already. Divorce is in the air. 17 months already divorce? Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. People got to get their minds focused on what matters. Do women in today's day really want to have a husband? The answer is no. Women today, guys, they don't want a husband. They just want a sneaky link. That's why I'm telling you guys that when you talk to women, just be straight up. Just tell her exactly what you're looking for, because it's like most women, they don't want to be married. They don't want to. They just want a man in their life. So if that's what women want, just keep it a buck with them. Be like, look, I'm feeling you. Let's hang out and just let's see where this thing goes. Before you know it, you and her might be really cool, and y'all not even talking about no marriage stuff. Y'all just really with each other. Y'all pretty much married already. Y'all dating, y'all effing, y'all doing this, y'all going out, y'all having a great time. So I think that in today's day, men and women should just really hook up, get together, and just keep it pushing, keep it cool, and stop talking about marriage, because I feel that that's what's hindering relationships, is when you start throwing the marriage talk around. Just kind of get with each other and just see where the vibe is going, and just be honest. Men got to be honest with women. Women got to be honest with men. If you're a lady and you want some D, then just say that's what you want. Like, keep it a buck. That way, that man can be real with you, and you could be real with him. Because a lot of ladies, they act like they don't get horny. They act like these things don't be on their minds. And you got to be real when it comes to dating. Be like, look, I work all day. I got 2 kids. I don't got no time for nothing. But I want some companionship. I want to have a relationship. I'm not trying to pressure you into taking care of my kids or taking me down some aisle. I just want a man in my life. Women got to be honest with themselves. Got to be honest with themselves in terms of these particular situations, and just be upfront. But some of you ladies, you're not thinking about that. You're on this thing of, I'm waiting for God to send me my husband. He's going to take me down the aisle and marry me, and he's going to take care of my kids. He's going to do this and that. Good luck. Good luck. You're going to be waiting forever. You're going to be rushing. You're going to cause this man to go away because you're doing too much. Let me see. Erica says, I'm not turned on by no dust. I can see you're a fan of Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. Am I correct, Erica? Am I correct? You watch Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. Am I correct? Because you're not turned on by no dusty. Am I correct? Now think about it. Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle is married to a 90-year-old man that can't get it up. But she's telling you ladies what to do. Make that make sense. And, for the most part, I'm not mad at Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle's hustle. I'm not really mad at her, because at the end of the day, it helps for YouTube. It helps for the social media algorithm that you have women that are leading women astray. That gives me content to lead women back to the right place. But I really believe that Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle is misleading all you ladies. She's hustling y'all real good. She's hustling y'all real good. It's crazy. What Caramel says, y'all annoying, worried about Ringo's hat. Get used to it. They mad about my hat in the background? Guys, I'm telling you, bro, it's something about this hat. I'm gonna have to buy more. I'm gonna buy all the colors. I'm gonna get the white one and the black one and put them all around me. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get I already ordered the American flag. I'm gonna have that behind me here on the wall. And I'm gonna get 2 more MAGA hats, the white one and the black one, and put them on the side, hanged up on the wall as props in my video. That way it could just get people upset. You know? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get more of them because they keep getting upset with it. It's just weird. Yeah, so I might do some reaction videos to Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle, you know, because when she be saying sprinkle sprinkle, it's like she's sprinkling the spell on women. It's crazy. But guys, we're gonna get up on out of here. If you like these conversations, double tap the screen and give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments section when the video is over. Hey, do more videos like this. I would really like to know what Kevin Samuels would be saying right now. I wouldn't be surprised if people start making Kevin Samuels AI videos. Remember I said that. Remember I said that. You're going to see people. You're going to see people make platforms that's going to be using AI Kevin Samuels. You're going to see that. Mark my words. And guess what? It's going to blow up. Just remember, Ringo TV said it first. Now, if you do that, that's kind of disrespectful. I wouldn't do something like that. But just because I just said it, some thirsty YouTuber is going to run to go do it. And you're going to see videos with an AI Kevin Samuels talking about SNAP benefits and all this goofy stuff. Don't be surprised you see it. Just remember, Ringo TV said it first. They always copy everything I talk about. That's right. They're going to bring Kevin Samuels alive, bruh, with AI. That's crazy. Don't be surprised if you see it. Let's see. Somebody says, what? Damn, are you begging? What are you talking about, begging? What are you talking about? You're going to see what I'm talking about. Watch. Couldn't be me. I love my family. I will remember you said that. Great content, Ringo. Yeah, I hope a lot of people taking notes and remember these words because you're going to see it start floating around. And people are going to be like, yo, Kevin Samuels is back. You know what I mean? It might blow up. They might make a bunch of money, but it's kind of evil if you think about it. Best advice, if they hate, let them hate and watch the money pile up. Yeah. You always talking about somebody hating. Yeah, like you. You're hating me right now. Isn't that amazing? You're hating me by saying I'm always talking about somebody hating. You're hating. Right? So, guys, we're going to get up on out of here right now. I got to take care of some business. We'll be back later on with more content. Got to go get something to eat. It is what it is, guys. Got to go check on my lawn to see what's going on outside. So that being said, guys, peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Again, shout out to Virgil for the major support, supporting the platform. Appreciate you again sponsoring the show. Shout out to all the moderators, Caramel, Kimmy Kim, Zandra, Sherelle, Tracy. We got Forever Studios. We got V Dubman, Sean the Navigator. We got Brainwaves Advice Topic LLC. Did I say Show Shao? I think I did, right? Show Shao, Forever Studios. I think I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody. All right. I said Caramel Kimmy Kim, right? Yeah, had to, because she's in the chat. So, guys, double tap the screen on your way out. We got 470 in the building, guys. Let's get the likes to 500. Let's get the likes to 500, guys. That'll be great. I'll be satisfied with 500 likes. So, you have a blessed day. Shout out to everybody that's on the road. And I'll catch you all in the next stream. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. I'm out. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and hype the video. I'm out. Peace.